Welcome to another video from Praise Chords. In this tutorial, I'm going to revisit the simple praise chords that I did a few lessons back and show some left-hand chords, primarily using tritones, that you can add to the right-hand pattern that was shown in that video. I will put a link to the video in the description. First off, let's start with the beginning of the song. If you recall, the pattern was in the key of A flat. 1 is A flat, 2 is B flat, 3 is C, 4 is D flat, 5 is E flat, 6 is F, and 7 is G, and then you're back at A flat. And the pattern was primarily played in the right hand with just left hand bass accompaniment. So what we want to do now is I want to add some left hand chords to go with the right hand chords. But to play that, I'm going to have to move it up an octave because if I played in the same position that I was in for the original video, the first chord would be down here and it would be very muddy. So I'm going to move it up an octave. Now, let's show the tritones real quick, and then I'll put the entire chord package together. For A flat, the tritone is G flat and C. Those are your flatted 7. That's the flatted 7, and the third for the key or the chord of A flat. And then if you have a little understanding about how tritones work, because they're symmetrical chords, they're 2 notes, but they're still a chord. It's just a 2-note chord. You can move them in half steps and essentially have conservation in your hand movement. You don't have to jump all over the keyboard in order to move from a chord to chord. For example, the tritone of A flat moves easily to the tritone of D flat by just going down a half step. And that's what we're going to be doing in this chord. So we have an A flat tritone, a D flat tritone, and then the other tritones that give the chord, the pattern, its color, is the 6, which we're going to use, which would be the F, and we're going to do the 7 sharp 9 sharp 5. So the 3 of F and the flatted 7 are here. So we're going to play this tritone for F, which is A and E flat. And then there's a B flat tritone, so you just go down a half step for that B flat tritone, and you'll play A flat and D. And then for the E flat tritone, you go down another half step, and that's going to be D flat and G, and then you're back to A flat. So the pattern would be, just using the tritones, would be like this. And then you're going to go to the D. And of course you do that. And then we'll go to the F sharp tritone, then to the B flat tritone, the E flat tritone, and then back to the A flat tritone. In this segment, I'm going to show how to use the tritones with the right hand pattern, but this time it's going to be in a lower register where you have to invert the tritones. And if you remember, tritones are symmetrical. So in case of the example I'm showing here, which is F, B flat is the fourth of F, so a augmented fourth would be B. C is the fifth of F, so flatted fifth would be the note B. And if you invert it and put it down, the relationship is the same. So for B, it's a flatted 5 or a sharp 4 away. F is a flatted 5 or a sharp 4 away from B. So this is B major. That's the fourth. So augmented fourth would be F, or a flat 5, because this is the fifth of B. G flat is the fifth of B, so flat 5 would be F. So anyway, you can invert the tritone. That's the message I'm trying to get across. So if we start here, we're going to use the same right hand pattern, and then we're just going to go back and forth with the tritone of A flat, and then we're going to go to the we're going to play the root and third of D flat in the right hand, and the fifth in the right hand, and then the root and third in the left hand of B flat. So we're going to just bounce back and forth. Same pass, and then we're going to go to the tritone of D now, or excuse me, D flat, and then back to the tritone of A flat, and then bounce, and then that little movement, excuse me, and then we're going to play the tritone or so let's look at that. Now, which tritone is that? Just analyze it for a minute. This is the tritone of F. So we're going 6, 2, and we're in A flat, so this is the tritone of B flat. 5. Again, we're in A flat, so this is the tritone of E flat, and then back to 1. And we're going to do the tritone of A flat. And then we do that little walk. And then we play these chords. So there you have it, the right hand chord or left hand chords. You can play with that right hand, that basic right hand pattern that I showed you before. Okay, I hope that helps someone. I need to go over the right hand chord changes because in the original video I kept the hand position real close so there'd be a minimal amount of movement, and it would make it easy for someone learning to play this style of gospel to play it real simply. But in this chord, in this song, where I changed it was this pattern here, and that replaces so instead of going playing the this F sharp, this F dominant 7 with a sharp 9, sharp 5, and then going to this B, and then to the B flat to the E flat, and then to the 1. What I did was I used the tritones, and I changed the right hand chord. Instead of playing this chord, I'm still using the D flat and the E flat. I'm just taking the A flat and putting up here and playing the A flat tritone. And then when I go to the B flat tritone, I play a D flat and G flat and the B. So if you look at this, instead of playing, I could have played this chord, but I thought this one sounded more contemporary. So that's the only real change in the right hand. Instead of playing, we play. Thank you for watching my tutorials. Simple chords are the building blocks for making advanced chords. And I hope you find that these tutorials are helpful to you on your musical journey. Please like, subscribe, and share these tutorials with others who have a desire to learn how to play music on the piano. I look forward to sharing other tutorials with you in future videos.